You have to say, this podcast is brought to you, empowered by Sunday Cool. Watch this or listen.
Okay.
Okay, and just look directly in the camera.
Yeah, let me get lined up. All right. Hold on. What?
This podcast is brought to you, empowered by Sunday Cool. Watch this
Or listen.
Watch
or listen.
Yeah.
Hey, fam. This podcast is what?
Brought to you. Empowered.
Okay. Hold on. One more time.
Yeah. You got it.
I'm getting all.
No, you got it. That was really good.
This podcast is brought to you, empowered by Sunday Cool. Watch this.
Hey, fam. This podcast is brought to you and empowered by Sunday Cool. Watch or listen.
Did you say empowered?
Yeah. We also are. We're also empowered by them.
We are. Yeah, that was good.
Did I say empower?
I think you did, but that was good. I like that.
But another take because I.
No, that was perfect.
That literally was great. That was perfect. Yeah.
Hey there.
Hi.
It's sweater weather.
Yeah, that's right. It is. Sure, it sure is. It's getting cold out there,
It
folks.
sure is. We're heading into the fall and winter seasons, and guess what? It's going to be getting cold out there.
It's going to be getting real
And
cold.
we want you to be wearing our Sunday Cool tees. But guess what? You don't want to get cold.
Right.
You might want to have something a little bit thicker on.
That's right.
But you still want it to be soft, right there, Josh?
Right.
So you go to sundaycool.com/fleecewear. You're going to see all of our options that have be nice, thick, soft, and warm apparel.
All customizable, too. You can get whatever print you want on them. I got a nice little Sunday Cool print on mine. How about you, Andy?
Absolutely, I sure do too. We also have crew necks, long sleeve tees, and hoodies. And you can even build a package so you can have water bottles and wristbands and everything you want all together.
Yeah, that's right. SundayCool.com/fleecewear.
Go now.
Brr.
Ooh, chilly. Warm you up.
Don't ever.
I'm just
Don't ever.
Stop. I'm just
Stop.
Don't hit me, first of all.
I think I need to go see Barbie.
Barbie's so good, and you're gonna miss it if you don't go now.
I think I need to see Barbie.
I want to see the Barbies,
Barbie?
the Barbie dolls.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I think you would love it.
I know.
I think you both would love it.
Wait,
I'm talking.
I'm talking.
I was already talking.
I'm
about the
already
Barbie
talking
movie.
now.
Barbie movie.
Barbie
Apparently,
movie.
I'm loud.
Hello. What?
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hey there, Paul.
Hello, Poppy.
Hey there, Paulie.
Hey there, Lily. How you doing?
How you doing, June? All right.
Look what my mom texted me.
I can't see it. There's a glare.
It's a picture of a good-looking dude.
Okay.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah. Easy.
A good-looking dude.
It's just funny that my mom sends me pictures like that.
Yeah.
It was just a picture of me.
We all find it funny.
I could have swore it was me from this angle, from all the way over here. Also, tough question. Is Lily our Yoko?
Uh-oh. No, I'm not Yoko.
No, Yoko!
I ain't no Yoko.
No. I want to think of a new one. I can't.
What do you mean, a new one?
What's the girl and the guy gang? Give a couple of them.
Oh, like other instances?
Yeah, other...
Of women tearing apart wonderful things, like the Beatles? I don't know.
Watch it.
June, I think you need to get Yoko out.
I don't like her, John.
I don't think so, Paul.
She's telling us what to do. And we're the freaking Beatles.
We're the Beatles. That Liverpool. It's weird
It
because
does
the
almost-
Liverpool accent, because they're from Liverpool.
Yeah.
But like when you hear the Liverpool accent, it's like,
Yeah.
like, can I get a can of Coke?
I wonder, because over time, I wonder how much it's changed too.
Yeah.
Interesting, right? Like
Yeah.
that, because they have a very it flows well. It's
Yeah.
very smooth accent the way listening to them talk.
Now it's not.
No, not now.
Yeah,
No.
it's like,
Ugh, now hearing John talk. When's the last time you heard John Lennon? What's John Lennon up to nowadays?
I don't know. Let's find out, guys.
Ooh.
I can't give
Do
any
a
examples.
quick break.
How's everyone?
Oh,
It's good.
Been a week.
it's been a heck of a week.
I'm shocked that we can do. I thought we were done at 52.
No, I told you we could just keep going. It's the exact
so
same
cool.
thing, Josh. It's the exact same thing. We just get here. We just do. It's just it doesn't matter what episode
This
number
is
it
so
is.
cool.
Yeah.
The podcast last one editing wasn't that bad, so I'm excited to keep rolling.
Yeah, we're doing a
Nice.
3-hour podcast today, guys. So buckle up.
10 hours.
I take it that.
24-hour podcast.
I wonder dude, how cool would it be?
Not
the
at all.
longest live stream podcast ever.
Okay.
I wonder what the
Someone's-
record is.
Live stream.
It's probably
I doubt it's that big because I doubt a lot of people have done it before. I
There's
bet it's
a-
24 hours for sure.
What
there's
was
a
Mr.
dude-
Beast did something.
Yeah, he did a long time. But there's a kid I saw. He stared at himself in the mirror for like, was it 12 hours?
It was
Oh my gosh.
It was
24
10 hours. It was like 10 hours
10 hours.
in
And
the
he had,
in his
he had
room.
the clock going. There was a time lapse, and he's just staring at himself in the mirror.
He
What does
doesn't
that
break
do
eye
to your
contact.
psyche?
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
When does it break your mind?
Yeah.
After like the first 30
Like,
minutes,
who
probably
am I?
like fun. First, and the next hour is like, okay, buckle up.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's like, who am I? Why am I here?
Or at some point you're like, who's that guy in the room? Who's that other guy in
I
the room?
saw a video. It was this guy that was just had too much to drink at a restaurant, and people were videoing him. He was like talking to himself in the mirror.
He's trying to fight him.
Someone's top comment was like, "Man, this guy's reflexes are fast.
He's so funny.
He's catching my every move."
Yes?
So you're not even saying song anymore. You're just gonna, a couple episodes. We're just gonna be pointing.
Yes.
All right. What are we feeling today, boys?
Oh man, I want some like throwback or something, like just a fun. I don't know.
A throwback. Like what? How far
I got some
back?
like rage inside of me, Josh. I need to get it out.
90s had some good rage.
Like grunge and stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like some
Ooh, what
rock,
I'm so
maybe?
excited.
That was a little.
Oh.
I like that. Kind of maybe go with that rhythm a little bit.
Yeah, it's not like
Like
maybe like a Nirvana kind of thing.
Ooh.
I don't know.
smells like Teen Spirit.
Something like that.
Smells like ninjas.
So hopefully we don't get flagged.
Uh-oh.
We'll find out, right, Andrew?
Yeah.
Sure will.
Let's see what we'll just come up with something
Yeah, we'll figure
like
it
we
out.
always do. All right.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm clearing my throat.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we are. Welcome, friends. This is the show that never ends.
Ninjas are butterflies. Now look, what is that in the sky? Oh no, oh no, oh no, aliens. Oh no, oh no, oh no, aliens. Oh no, oh no, oh no, aliens. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Better watch out for those aliens, 'cause we don't know what they're saying. They'll be probing and they're feeling, 'cause they're humans. They're stealing. Now let's go to the UFO, 'cause we all know people bubble. Yeah. Hey. Hey.
Wow.
That was fun.
That was so cool. Congratulations. That was so cool.
That did smell like Teen Spirit.
Yeah, it sure did.
That was really cool.
That's like what a mom says. Like, when you, like
Mom, can we play a song for you?
hey, mom, check this out. Wow, that was really cool.
That was really neat.
I loved
Stop
it.
wasting my time.
When was your Nirvana phase?
Today.
Oh,
Just kidding. I don't know.
I was in high school.
I can think of maybe 3 songs by them, which is a shame because they are good.
Name them.
Oh man, something in the air. No, something in the way.
Yes.
The Batman one.
Yeah, then Smells Like Teen Spirit, and
Yeah.
then
Grape.
the other one.
Guitar Hero one.
There's a song about grapes.
Heart-shaped box.
That song
I
is
named my 3.
the worst song, but it's also my favorite. The one about grapes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you know that when they released it, like in like Walmart and stuff, Walmart and all these companies like wouldn't sell the CD because of what it said.
Yeah.
So they had to take them all back
Wow.
and change the name of the song to Grape.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. And it costs them a lot of money.
Really? I mean,
Yeah.
if everyone has to look it up, but I showed Josh and Andrew a day ago. But BBC has these live concerts they used to have back in the day,
Yeah.
and they're very strict on because it's a live event.
Yeah.
And so they said, "Hey, we're gonna play you a track, and you have to just sing over it,
Wow.
just lip sync." And they're like, "We're not doing that." And so there was a lot of fighting back and forth, and it got down to the point where Kurt's like, "Fine, play the track, but I have to have my own vocals."
Wow.
And so they did Smell Like Teen Spirit. And so no one's playing instruments and he has to sing and everyone's like doing the Barbie hands on the guitar and the drummer's just
It was
That
really
is
good.
so
crazy.
funny.
And then Kurt goes up to the microphone and goes, "Here we are."
Yeah, he like sing not like
I've
himself.
seen that.
Like
I've seen
Dracula.
that.
It's so funny.
So good. But everyone be quiet
Oh,
because we have a question today and it's very important. Today's question sent in by a viewer. Does the military get too much credit?
oh, uh-oh.
I didn't say it.
That's a question that came
That's
in.
someone sent that in.
You were scared saying that.
I was scared.
You looked a little scared saying that. I have family that is in the military. Absolutely. They do not get enough credit. They should get more credit for sure.
I agree.
Definitely.
Andrew?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with you guys for sure.
They're heroes, and they deserve all of the credit, and they don't get enough credit.
Wait, when you said, hold on, let me back up. You said all of the credit. Like all of the credit for the bad things as well? I mean,
Wait.
no. You just said more credit, deserving, and then you said all of the credit. So even good and bad, they deserve all that credit?
No, they deserve
No,
all.
That's no. That's interesting.
That's crazy that she's blaming the military
Yeah.
for every
That's-
bad and good thing that's ever happened.
Oh
Okay,
my
you heard it
gosh.
here first,
Oh
folks.
my
Lily's
gosh.
blaming the military, giving them all the credit for all the bad things too, apparently. Welcome to the show.
So sad.
Did I say ninja? I meant butterfly. The butterfly is no doubt one of God's most beautiful creations.
I said empty your mind.
You learn martial arts! Ninjas attack!
That was a puzzle to figure out in my head.
How you keep your voice at that spot for that long.
You just keep going.
Golly, guys, this is like our first episode of the second year.
That is
Wow.
true. That is true. What are we gonna do in this next year? Year 2, NAB.
I don't know. Maybe some fun stuff.
Maybe you can make friends along the way.
Eh,
Yeah.
maybe.
Let's set some goals.
Okay.
For year 2, I want to travel for NAB. You guys have traveled already for NAB, I feel like, but I'm not.
Episode.
We've
This is
traveled where for NAB? We've only gone to Tampa, right?
You went to Atlanta, to the Fox Theater.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Episode 56, we're filming a podcast in Tennessee, but you won't be there.
I won't be there.
Maybe quit having kids.
Hey,
Hey, so like
Oh, just her.
yeah, quit it.
2 to tango.
What do you mean?
What?
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 Moving on. Goals. I want to become a millionaire.
Again?
Yeah. No, my goal is to get invited onto the Joe Rogan podcast.
What? That is
He's so big.
a really
we could do
big
it.
goal. Dream big, Dad. You can do
Yeah,
whatever
dream
say
big. What?
your
You guys
mind
are
to.
always shooting me down.
I didn't say anything.
You're like,
that was all her.
That's so big. That's so big.
No, that's a big dream. That's awesome.
You can do
That's the
anything
goal.
you set your mind to, Dad.
I'm just saying in the next year.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's
Okay.
my goal.
Okay, that's fine.
Like a for real goal?
Yeah.
Okay.
What in the world?
What are you gonna talk about?
Like
Whatever.
an attainable goal?
Whatever we want to talk about.
What's your to practice?
Joe, good to see you, bud. Been a long time.
I'm first move I'm making. I'm putting my feet up on the desk just to establish my dominance. And I'm like, listen,
I'm gonna bring
Joe. Can I call you Joe? Just
Joseph?
it's Joe, right?
A lot of people bring him gifts,
Yeah,
but I want to bring him a gift that would just throw him off so much.
yeah. What would that be?
Don't know, and I
kid.
don't want to say it.
This is a kid for you, Joe.
Literally, what if we like got you in prosthetics to like look like an alien, and I just bring you in a big box?
Yeah, Joe. I
Joe, I got you a really awesome gift. I know you like aliens.
caught this thing 10 years ago, and I've been waiting for this moment.
You're just like,
It's the fattest alien I've ever seen. He puts me in a chokehold. Rogan, no!
That's my buddy Andy.
He's tapping. Fat aliens tapping.
What would you do if you were like watching YouTube and then you saw a clip and Andy was on the show and didn't tell you? Like Andy got invited and you didn't.
My heart would literally break into a million pieces.
Like when I started Ninjas or Butterflies, it was more of a more of a choice, but I had to do it, Joe. I had to.
It was a me effort.
Smoking a cigar. I had to do it, Joe.
Would you just do circles the whole time?
Let's name things.
Just have a cup of apple juice, pretending it's like bourbon.
Can we get some? Hey, can I get a little bucket of ice over here, Jamie? Thanks, thanks, pal.
Now I want to get like whiskey glasses with a thing of like apple juice on the desk for you guys. Like have it in a decanter with the bottle of juice.
I prefer my apple juice in the juice box.
Oh, really?
Those things on ice on juice box.
Plastic straw.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear about that lawsuit for
We could be
Coca-Cola?
No. What
And
happened?
so apparently they found out a couple months ago that the Simply Orange juice has they call them the forever chemicals in them.
Oh boy.
Basically, like these chemicals for sure 100% cause cancer. And the orange juice was like fully contaminated with it.
Oh boy.
And they just had a giant lawsuit and Coca-Cola won.
Of course.
How?
That's the man.
Dude, that's
the man.
That's Coca-Cola, baby.
Hey, don't mess with Coca-Cola.
Do you guys see that
they're
above the law.
It's classic.
Go ahead.
I bet they walked in and they were like, their argument was, yeah, so does everything we sell. So
True.
do you want to say goodbye, yes or no? And they're like, oh, no. Okay.
Doesn't it freak you out,
Case
though, that
closed.
America is like one of the only countries in the world that has banned certain things or that has not banned
Yeah.
certain chemicals for processed food?
Yeah, because we live in the land of the free, Josh.
And apparently the land of cancer.
You're telling me that chemical is going to make me live forever? Yeah, sign me up.
Dude. And
The forever chemical.
the crazy thing is how long it takes for those chemicals to like be researched. I just saw a thing go through TikTok that they're talking about turf fields, and apparently a bunch of goalkeepers in Europe, like in high school and like minor leagues, the goalkeepers are all getting cancer early, and they realize it's the shredded tires.
Oh, no.
It's also happening with golf players.
Really?
When they pick up their tees and they put them in their mouth,
Oh, no.
the chemicals and pesticides that they put for golf courses are like no good. And so a lot of these dudes are getting cancer from putting the tee
the
in their mouth.
contact from the grass to their mouth. That's insane. That's crazy. That'd be so scary. See, golfing's dangerous, guys. Quit golfing.
Talk about something good. You guys are just stressed. I'm like, now I'm thinking about going on golf courses, all this stuff. I'm
I love
literally
that
going to be
Lily.
a hermit.
It's a year later, and she's just still like, why don't we talk about good things, guys?
Because
We're
we got
on
no
brand,
good
Lily.
thing. Yeah, come on. People come here to be anxious. Here's one good thing. India landed on the moon.
Hey, give it up for India.
Congratulations.
India and Russia were having a race to the moon.
And Russia's thing blew up onto
no.
the surface of the moon.
Did you see the
Really?
headline?
Yeah.
Did you see the headline that they put out? Russia put out?
Unmanned.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Good. But the headline was like it had like an unexpected landing on the moon, and it's like, so you crashed it.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, it imploded. I mean, like, it exploded whenever
Their
it hit the
PR
surface.
person.
But it was like, how do we twist this?
It was unexpected landing on the moon.
They said
But it blew up. It landed, but it
no, we see video of it. It's literally blew up.
No. We're going to do this, but it was unexpected in the way it landed.
Technically, we're the fastest people to ever land on the moon.
We landed the fastest. We broke record.
We're the best. But yeah, India, like their graphics are, it's nuts though, right?
It was like the most outdated graphic
It was like
in the world.
80s little video game.
Really?
Yeah.
And then it landed and they're like, yeah! They're like, what do you, okay, cool.
Yeah.
If that's truly what happened.
Oh, no. Are you? Yeah.
They're the first country to land on the South Pole. I guess you'd say, South Pole.
Yeah, the most southern pole of the moon. Yeah.
Of the most southern of the poles at the south on the moon.
Wow.
And
so they had to land upside down?
Yeah, but they got out and they just fell.
Don't open the door.
Whatever you do.
But yeah, I'm interested to see what they find because
Cool.
no one's ever
Yeah.
been there.
Yeah, that's a really big deal.
I guess
We've
it's
also
still
never been
also
there.
unmanned. So it's
I'm adding a movie, by the way, to cardiac arrest.
Oh,
Astronaut's wife.
okay. Yeah,
Ew.
I haven't seen that.
That one's creepy.
But that video just reminded me of just we've never been to the moon either, right? So it's like India's technically the first person to go to the moon.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, wow.
I was actually,
Congrats.
speaking of the moon, I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about the theory of the moon being hollow.
Oh.
And they like went into the whole thing of like, so there was, I forget how many Apollo missions were scheduled, but they didn't do the last 3, I believe. But there's theories that they did in fact do those, but they're secret because of what they found on the moon. And we talked about it before about those like different shaped buildings.
Yeah.
And like they went into more detail of like some of it looked like factories for like refining stuff, like very established stuff, but it almost looked abandoned. But they did this one experiment, or no, so they shot this satellite to orbit the moon, and it was like done with its mission or whatever. So they purposely crashed it into the moon so they could get like a echo location, like see the density
that would make
stuff.
sense. Yeah.
And when it hit, they said it was equivalent to like, I forget, it was like 10 tons of TNT or something when it hit the moon. And it said the moon rang for 45 minutes. It was like,
whoa,
like a bell.
That's cool.
And then everyone was just like, wait a second. And then later on, a couple of years later, they did another experiment called the ringing bell mission.
Okay.
So where they sent an even bigger satellite to crash into the moon. And this was equivalent to like a ginormous nuclear bomb when they hit it.
Why are we doing that?
So we're actually bombing the moon.
Basically.
We're
What's
just
that
full
gonna
on
do to our
Quasimodoing the
oceans?
moon right now. ringing
And
this
then
bell.
it rang
Quasimodo.
for like, I think 3 hours.
Wow.
That's bonkers, dude.
If there is life out there, they cannot be happy with us.
No. Like, stop throwing stuff at the moon.
Stop it!
And that's probably what Russia did. They just went through, but like they probably landed in like just Space Jam kind of feel, like they just landed in the moon and just whoop. It's just another universe inside the moon.
Can you text your mom? She just called me.
Oh yeah, but I'm thinking about. Hold on.
I'm thinking of that.
I'm thinking about, hold on. What's wrong?
I don't know. She said call me now.
Oh, man.
Baby mama drama, dude.
Uh,
Do you know that they
this is throwing me off.
No, you're good. There's they sent something. I'll have to look it up, but it was a rocket that went into space that had like speakers or something, and so they're blasting music into space to hopefully get like some type of response. But like the music that they're playing is like terrible. It's just like really loud noises, and so it's like that would be so annoying if you have aliens out there, like the neighbors out there.
Yeah.
just like who's playing that music? I think those people from Earth sent up a little
They're all
like, speaker box or something.
hiding under a rock. One of them's like, "Dude, I'm gonna turn that off."
Yeah, but it's like they're doing it as an experiment. That they're sending out like noises and stuff just to see what's going to happen. Lil, what do you think about that?
Yeah, what do you think, Lil? That's not Lily. That's Corey.
Hey, hey, cutie. That's Corey.
We just tried to find the second cutest person in the office.
And honestly, making a run for the first.
Easy.
Don't
Right
make
there.
me blush.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Corey. Lily had to leave, so Corey's filling in.
Lily had to skedaddle because our 2-year-old.
Let's be honest. What did the 2-year-old do? She
embezzled a lot of money.
That's what it happened.
IRS showed up to the doorstep, and they're like, "We're looking for Ada Hooper." And
She's like, "Goo goo gaga."
it's like, "We know you can speak." She's like,
Yeah.
"That's right. I've been stealing millions of dollars." No, she burned her hand on a muffler.
It's all right, Mom. I'll go.
I got this.
Dad.
Don't wait up for me.
I'll call you, Dad.
That totally fits the character. Sounds like she's like working on a truck. Like
Yeah.
burning her
She's
hand on
boss
the
baby in
muffler.
real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Corey's here.
yep.
Hi.
Hi, Corey.
But Ada's okay.
Ada's fine.
She just
We
burned
are
her hand.
glad. We are glad she's okay.
Yes, we are.
Thank goodness. Are you glad?
Yeah,
Seems like
Yeah, it seems like you're kind
Seems
of.
like you kind of almost maybe planned for her to burn her hand so that you could get a spot on the pod.
Whoa! Conspiracy.
Do we not have that conspiracy sound anymore on the board?
Oh shoot, probably not. Let's see.
Let's see.
Nope.
Never.
Ouch.
Play
Nope.
it out. Play it out.
No, it's so bad.
That's the worst.
Oh man, I loved it. That's white dad rock.
So Corey, have you ever watched our podcast?
Yeah, I've seen a couple clips on Instagram.
What's your favorite segment that we do? Because
Segment.
everyone knows we do about 10 segments
Segments.
every podcast. What's your favorite segment?
Probably the question corner.
Question corner. What would be your second favorite?
I really don't like comparing things, so I'm just gonna keep.
That's true.
that's
I
good.
appreciate that.
That's good.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Thanks for that.
We don't have any segments here except for that one, basically. Okay, so
Well,
I was just
that was
testing
it.
you, and you failed.
Well, that was a good answer because that was my answer.
Yeah.
Corey, what do you think about UFOs and aliens?
Unfortunately, I think they're real.
Unfortunately,
Why is that unfortunate?
It's a little daunting.
Oh, is it just like how scary it is to have like aliens just to be like a reality?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is truly terrifying. We talked a little bit more. We're gonna have to get Anthony back on for the podcast.
Yeah.
Because he told us while we were at lunch about Roswell. You know anything about Roswell? That whole incident in New Mexico, dude. I didn't know half of the stuff that went down in there, and we're gonna have him on because that's some scary stuff.
yeah. Well, he suggested the last podcast. It was a podcast called High Strange, and it has rocked my world. It's such a good. It's such a good podcast.
You showed me a clip, and it's a podcast that adds like they're telling a story,
Very
but they're
theatrical.
But they add sound effects and foley and all this stuff, and makes you feel like you're in it. And I've listened to podcasts like that, but they do scary stories where it's made up scary stories.
Yeah,
and that's terrifying. But to find something that's real and does that.
Well, I have a story about UFOs.
Okay.
This came out pretty recent. Don't know the credibility of it. Seems legit, but we'll just go with that. The Malaysian Airline that disappeared. Remember that? Wow, it was like 4 years ago or something.
Yep.
Yeah. The one that went missing?
I've seen this.
Well, then they were never able to find it.
Okay. Yeah.
Supposedly, and I saw the videos, and it's like I don't know if it's actually real.
Yeah.
2 satellites caught video of the plane. A Chinese satellite and a U.S. satellite.
Recent footage, or is it old stuff?
No, it came out recently. We have the footage of it before it disappeared.
Okay, so before it is, I thought you meant like now, like they just spotted it now.
And there was these blob things flying like sporadically around the plane, like encircling it. It's like 3 like orbs. So just like whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And then it disappeared.
Like in a pattern. Just
it was just like they're doing something and like we're flying around.
Flying into another dimension, probably.
Don't know. But then the guy I was watching who was talking about it on TikTok, he said that the Malaysian authorities said when it disappeared, the last thing they got on the radar was an unidentified blob around the plane. Uh-oh. So it was backed up by the Malaysian authorities that there was an unidentified blob around this plane.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
now we got a bunch of blobs.
And then it also
flying
came
around
out.
it. Do you have the video of it? Can I see it?
I'll show you later.
Okay.
But then it also came out that they're carrying that plane was carrying secret cargo, and all it says is that it weighed as much as a hippo.
Was it a hippo? It was a hippo then. I mean, why would they say?
I don't know. Just say like it probably weighed.
Just say 2 tons or something.
Yeah.
Like don't say I don't know. Probably the weight of a hippo.
It's probably just like the translation from Malaysian to.
I
Just
love
a Malaysian
that,
hippo.
I love that unit of measurement. I'm going to use that.
Just start weighing it. How much do you think that weighs?
About a quarter hippo.
About a quarter of a hippo. Yeah.
A quarter hip.
That fires me up.
But then the Malaysian Prime Minister came out and said that the CIA was covering up what really happened. The United States CIA was covering up what happened.
That seems like something all of the world should be interested in finding.
Yeah.
How many people were on it? 100?
It's like a full plane.
It was like
I think it was a big plane.
it's like 400 something people, I think.
How is this not like every resource that we have not being put towards finding these people? That's
That's what I'm
crazy to
saying,
me.
Dude, there's like a full document. I think it's on Netflix that like you can watch this thing. Seeing the families like gathered in hangars, like trying to figure out is like heartbreaking.
How do we find a submarine within 3 days?
Yeah.
In the Atlantic, but we can't find 400 people that flew down in a plane?
Yeah. And someone also went back and the satellite that supposedly the U.S. satellite that got the video of those orbs around the plane.
Yeah.
they went back to the time when the plane disappeared to look where the satellite was in comparison to the Earth, and it was directly over where the plane was. So like they were able to pull the GPS coordinates of it.
Wasn't there like a bunch of stuff they were trying to be careful, like admitting they were looking at certain like areas supposed to be like no fly or something like that?
Yeah.
So that's why like some of the communications between Asian countries and the U.S. were like muddled.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of GPS coordinates, look at this thing. Someone found a dollar bill with coordinates on it, stamped. A dollar bill stamped on the street. They just found the dollar bill stamped with coordinates, and it also has stamped on there 2 bodies. Look at that.
2 bodies?
It's just a random coordinates, and the coordinates they checked, and it leads to an uninhabited Hawaiian island. So we got to look this up. We're going to go to this Hawaii island.
Oh, no.
We got to.
I feel like you're gonna like find an uncontacted tribe there.
Yeah, probably, but also 2 bodies.
They're my cousins.
Probably more, honestly, if we're thinking about it.
Corey, what freaks you out?
Yeah.
What's your fear?
What gives you the willies?
My fear,
Yeah.
the Amazon rainforest.
True that.
But it's also something I've been looking into a lot, like the uncontacted tribes and like the Inca temples and stuff.
Yeah.
The what temples?
Inca.
Like the Inca and Mayan
Okay, yeah.
like times.
Wow.
Like it's
What
like,
have you learned anything interesting about them? What scares you? Is it just because they're just uncontacted?
Well,
we just have no idea, the unknown?
well, like back in like ancient times or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a thing that they say there was a big reset. So back those ancient civilizations had like technologies that we don't understand or have ever used, and I think that's like what was going on.
So you haven't seen the podcast then?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
We've talked about that just a little bit before.
We have talked about it.
Yeah. But like that's I found out that recently, like when they did the
I mean, you guys and Joe Rogan are kind of on the same page. Though.
Yeah. That's
just
true.
stealing
I mean, we're a
content,
little
really.
bit. One podcast is a little bit better.
Yeah.
And then the other one's Joe Rogan's.
Yeah. No, I like that. Yeah.
No, it's crazy, dude. Like I've said it before, I'm on this journey of like we don't know what was really here before.
Yeah, and
we were told what was here.
And then we're only here for a certain amount of time, and then we're gone, and no one else. Like it's just weird because there's going to be things we're never going to know. We're never going to get the answer to, and it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Like I think about John Benet Ramsey almost every week of just like, who took that little girl? Who killed her?
Hold on. But weren't they coming out with who it actually was?
But it's like it's only skeptical. Like, there's not actual real.
I thought it was.
physical
I thought it was a
evidence.
couple months ago. They're like, we have who it was.
John Benet Ramsey?
I thought
that
so.
would be nuts. I mean, there was no way I wouldn't.
But then
There's gotta
here,
be
let
something.
Andrew look it up. But I swear it was a couple months ago. They're like, yeah, we know who it was.
Dude, I think it was someone in the family. Had to have been because I mean, do you know anything about this? I mean, we're going from Amazon to rainforest to John Benet Ramsey, but there's a fact that like the kidnappers, the ransom note was written in the house, and there was scrap pieces of paper. So they messed up on the thing, threw it in the trash, and they used the Sharpie, and it would have taken them like 20 minutes. They figured out 20 minutes to figure out all the writing and stuff like that. Really? I'm like, who writes a ransom note while you're in the house of the person you're kidnapping?
Just doesn't add up.
It doesn't add up at all.
Is
it's
there
wacky.
nothing? No, I swear it was just like all on the news.
Really?
Like
there might have been a new
going
development.
forward.
Who knows? But the mom's passed away, I think, and I think the dad may have passed away. I don't know. I think the dad's still alive. But yeah, there's some mysteries we're just never gonna know, and that's what creeps me out about like when we looked at the Aztec cities, like the super highways that they had underneath.
Yeah,
like, there was a whole different life, and we were just taught this one narrative. And
I think they said the population that was within the Aztec and Mayans and stuff, and the Inca, whatever, the Amazon, they said like the population was more dense than like Europe.
Jeez.
And then when we came over,
just booming cities.
the white man.
Oh,
that guy right there.
Anyone wants to blame somebody, that man.
A white man.
Typical.
But yeah.
That's scary stuff.
I don't know.
I think there's a lot of stuff in the Amazon rainforest that we have never even found too. That's I think because it's just
they're uncovering stuff like daily.
Yeah, but isn't it bonkers that America's the only place that has like national parks like we do? Because the rainforest isn't even protected.
Yeah,
like that's why they keep tearing it down.
That's
like
why America's great.
That blows my mind.
Right?
Yes, I like that. Yeah.
Oh, but
Who you voting for, Corey? Josh loves that question.
I do. But speaking of voting,
Yeah.
okay, I'm so not looking forward to this election year.
Dude, it's going to be bonkers next year.
Are we going here?
A little bit.
Okay.
It's
just like, it's-
comedy-wise, it's going to be great.
Yeah,
Like,
there
for
are- people
material
are
to talk about, it's going to be hilarious.
The Republican debate, I just saw
Yeah.
clips of it on TikTok, and it's just like, this is crazy, man.
You see that one guy, the one guy in the middle, he literally stole Barack Obama's like trademark and one of his speeches.
like almost word for word.
It's like, come on, dude. I don't know if he was trying to pull a joke or something, but it's like,
I don't think so.
No.
Chat GPT got him.
Also, I think I don't know. I don't want to speak into it too much.
Yeah.
He's doing decent in the polls, I think, but I think he was the CEO of a pharmaceutical company.
Really?
Did they not open up with that new song by Oliver Anthony?
I don't know if they open up. I heard
But
they played
that was
it.
like that was a question.
Yeah, that's a
They played
really
it
cool
at
thing.
the debate.
Yeah, and they were like, "What do you think?"
I'm
about
sell my
this?
soul.
Working all day. It's a good song. It's
Yeah.
a banger of a song.
Yeah, makes you want to revolt. When Lily,
Wait, should we revolt right now?
when Lily first heard it, she's like, "What's this guy trying to do? Is he trying to cause another civil war?"
But like, as a politician, what do you say to that? You're like,
Yeah, it's
"We do-
calling you out.
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
stuff.
What?
Yeah, but not me though. I'm one of the good guys.
You can trust me. Politics, am I right?
Yo.
Politics are
Wow. Tremendous.
dude. His mugshot.
Dude, honestly, better than
Dude,
I expected. A
And
little bit
people
better.
are saying like, do you realize he's literally just doing Blue Steel from Zoolander? He's like
Where's the camera? Here? Right here?
It was
Yeah.
like a mean mug this time.
Yeah.
Like compared to last time, it was like
Dude,
normal. And
think
now
he's
like
just getting
everyone's
older.
just putting it on sweatshirts and t-shirts.
That's
It's
gonna be
so
like on
funny.
like a rap album for sure.
Yeah.
Like it looks just
Oh,
like
yeah.
the black
We need to
bars
get it.
across the eyes and everything.
you need to get it framed. Yeah. Should we do a Donald Trump mugshot T-shirt?
Ninja T-shirt. Let's do
Just
it.
says ninjas are butterflies with Donald Trump. Oh, but also speaking of politics,
Oh, can we get it?
No, oh,
Please.
well,
Okay, you go ahead.
all right. We got it out. Don't go anywhere. Hey, Corey.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard of SundayCoolSwag.com?
I have.
How it's the best place to get all ninjas merch?
It's super cool, fam.
Tell them more
Absolutely.
about it, Andy.
All you got to do is go to SundayCoolSwag.com, check out all the merch, not only for ninjas, but all for Sunday Cool. So just check out our merch. We got brand new stuff in there. It's beautiful. It's soft. It's flashy.
Yeah.
It's great. Okay, so do what you doing. If you love the pod, go to SundayCoolSwag.com.
Yeah.
Boom.
I hope you remember this ad.
No, yeah, I'm in this ad.
Do you remember that ad?
What ad?
This guy. This guy.
That we just did. We talked about it for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh. Well,
I'll be honest, I'm feeling it out. I was a little nervous coming in here.
no, but you're getting there, right? You're starting to.
Yeah, I'm just like
Listen, guys, Corey's one of our favorite
I
guys
keep-
here
yeah.
at Sunday Cool.
You're pulled a little closer.
Yeah. I kind of feel like I'm like in my head. I think it's live.
Yeah.
So I'm like kind of like a little bit more nervous,
It's
Yeah.
live for us, but for them, it's a week out.
which is nice for them.
Yeah.
And for me too, because
Yeah.
I feel like I might mess this up.
But we do that one's live, and that's being broadcast to about 10,000 people.
Yeah. 10 million. Sorry, 10 million.
Just kidding. It's no
Throw
one.
throw up the chocolocks.
Hey, if the mic isn't close enough to grab your mustache, it's too far away.
So, Corey,
to-
what is your
just to
title
touch
here
it
at
a
Sunday
little
Cool? What's your title here? What do you do here at Sunday Cool?
Various titles, tech and systems,
Smart
big
boy.
morale, energy, peace officer.
Nice.
People can come to me and just feel safe.
He just holds people. He just go out there, he's just patting people on the back.
You know, just anything that you need. That's me. Sometimes
Hot sauce supplier.
I
Dude.
shake Andy's hand.
Corey has like
That's big.
30 empty bottles of Chipotle Tabasco hot sauce next to his desk. And
It is free at the Chipotle. I haven't asked, but like it's next to the forks. It's next to the forks.
the
so,
to-go forks.
yeah.
It's by the door. So I don't know why they would assume I'm just going to take this.
They have to have like a crate of them.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
But But you know what time it is.
Question corner with Corey, where the questions are fresh on his mind.
There you
I'm
go.
excited. I'm a little taken back by that, but
Yeah.
I can't be more excited to do this right
This
now.
is all
Cool.
you, baby.
Okay.
So
You're in the hot
Do you
seat.
want me to start off?
yeah,
go
so
ahead.
it's your
Like, this is-
question.
Okay, this is going to be a big one.
Yeah.
For the rest of your life, would you rather be 4 years old or 90 years old?
Oh,
That is a good question.
Jeez.
did you come up with that all by yourself?
Yep. Yeah, I did.
Okay, what's the pros and cons of 4 years old, 90 years old? Let's go through that.
Okay,
4 years old, you're flexible as heck. Athletic.
Here's
You're
my
always
question.
happy at 4.
It's true.
If you're 4 years old, will you grow mentally?
Nope, same brain
Oh man,
brain
You stay the
development
same.
is static
Got it.
on both sides.
Do you
I
get to
say
pick,
4.
Do you get to pick your life, like where you live and stuff like that? Or is it like in my life, 4 years old, 90 years old?
No. Like,
Okay.
I don't want to say you could pick it because
it.
obviously
Yeah.
that'll be unfair. I'm just going to say like an average
Okay.
average person.
Okay.
I'm definitely
Average.
doing 4.
I'm doing 4 as well.
Same.
because
What a life to see through the eyes of a 4-year-old.
Wife?
Forever. Wives to see.
What?
I see through wives. Through eyes. Eyes to see.
what a life.
Yeah, what a life. But I said it's
He said wife,
Yeah.
right?
Did I say wife?
I thought you said white.
What a life to live to see through a 4-year-old's eyes.
What a
all the
life
time.
to live.
What a life to live.
Turn it into the 4-year-old.
No, you look over, it's a 4-year-old sitting here.
Dude, being 90 freaks me out.
Why?
I'm 30 years old and I have so many ailments. My back hurts
Yeah,
always.
list all your ailments right now.
Okay, my back hurts constantly.
Okay.
My knee hurts. I poop way more than the average human.
Mm-hmm.
I pee way more than the average human.
Your pinkies are messed up.
Pinkies are messed up. Just a lot of stuff.
Smell a lot.
Well,
You know,
You're hard to
unfor-
look at sometimes. No,
Short shin
just keep
bones.
listing off.
all right. We're good.
We're good.
What about you?
I'm going to play devil's advocate. I love that. I'm going to say 90.
Why 90?
The wisdom.
The wisdom.
I mean, you have to think how cool life could have been like in the 60s and 70s and 80s. And I would want to experience that.
Wait, how long are you 90 then? Like for your like duration?
Are you born at 90 or you live a life and then you stop at 90? Like you just keep living at the
Or are
age
you
90?
saying be 90 now or before now?
Like I guess
you're born
you
90.
live that life up until
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
age,
Got it.
but then you are just
Like the
you
average
stay
lifespan
at that age.
I see.
So 4-year-old, you still get 4 years of living.
Not
You
much.
can still get 1, 2, 3, but then you're 4 for the rest of your life. I'm
But
still
I
going
mean-
4, dude.
yeah.
I mean, what do we do? in
Ignorance
1
is
through
bliss.
This
6?
is really like
So-
a question about like the hope you have for the future. Then.
Ignorance is bliss.
Like,
I'm
would
4
you
years
rather
old.
go
I'm not
do-
worried about anything.
4 years old was great.
Dude, 4. What were you doing at 4? That was that's not even school.
I was just chilling, bro.
yeah, dude. You're having fun at home.
Playing with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
That's
Dude, it was
nap
the
time.
best. Nap time every day.
Huge nap time.
Oh, 4 years old.
Someone
is the
makes
best.
you food every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What's another comparable age to 4? What's the next best? Because that's not the best age. What's
No.
the best age to stay at forever?
I loved 5th grade.
5th grade?
No, I'm embarrassed of 5th grade.
I was 4
I thought
foot
I was
eight.
really cool in 5th
I
grade.
had a lot of fun in 7th grade. You thought you were cool in 5th grade?
Yeah.
I was 4'8", so I had a lot to be embarrassed about too.
Did people think you were cool in 5th grade? I bet you were cool. You were a popular kid, right? Like you were funny.
I was
If
popular.
if you're
but-
funny in school,
Yeah.
yeah, it helps.
Hot take, I think the shorter, smaller kids were the more popular in younger grades
Shoot, no.
Yeah.
versus like me, like being a large human at a young age.
You are big.
I feel like it warded people off.
Yeah,
Just like
a lot of people.
intimidating.
Like I always wished like I was a littler human when I was younger because popular.
How tall are you? You 5'15"?
5'15".
6'3".
Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
I've never
Maybe a
knew.
little bit after that, but
That's-
15 and a half.
And a lot of people don't know this because you can't tell it on the camera, but Corey's legitimately like he's 7 feet tall and he
Yeah.
weighs 400 pounds. So
Yeah.
it's
I'm across
It's a
the
cool
room.
thing.
My feet are literally, me and Josh are playing footsies.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's literally he weighs as much as like 2 hippos at least.
yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that would come in handy.
Bada boom, bada bing. Good question.
Yeah. That was a good question, Corey.
Thank you.
Very good.
Do you guys have questions, or am I
No, that's not how it goes. That's not how it goes.
I was just
You asked the question.
You got any questions for me?
No. Leave a comment down in the description if that was a good question, because I came up with it all by myself.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't think Lily could have done that.
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
Can you give us a band? One band in all the world.
That I would like to see.
Just anything. Yeah. Sure.
Motley Crue.
Motley Crue. What's the song by them?
Kickstart My Heart. Take me to the top. Live Wire.
Do you know?
No, I know a Dr. Strangelove.
There's a like a Netflix movie about it. The Dirt.
Give us another band. Name another band. Any band in the world.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Andrew has a real. Andrew has a real. Belong with me. I don't know.
I'm so confused, but
Andrew has a real.
Andrew has a real.
And it's meant for us.
Andrew has a reel for us. He wants to show us.
Yep. So I just sent it as an individual DM to each of you. So Corey, the way it goes, don't open it until Josh counts down, and he uses the volume. So,
are you ready? 3, 2.
Wait.
Oh, it's a little bit of a longer one.
I wanted to shut my volume off. My bad.
It's a little bit of a long one. Let me set it up really quick. This technology displayed in this video, we've talked about it before, but I've never seen it used in this application. So think about all the brain chip stuff we've talked about, just imagining what they can do with it.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
The device is an electrocorticography grid, which is attached to a pedestal, which is screwed onto the participant's skull. And as the very first person to have this
So it's actually a dope technology.
On the screen, you'll see decoded text, speech, and avatar.
When Anne was 30 years old, she had a stroke, which led to
Watching 60 Minutes here.
Yep.
Hey, Anne, how's it going?
It is good to see you.
That's the first time we've ever had a conversation.
Wow.
So she's paralyzed. She can't speak at all.
Yep.
Since 30.
Synthesized speech, and then also a personalized avatar. She believes that would really advance her ability to become a counselor and to work with people.
Dude.
So like before we spiral with like what that could mean for mind control, that application is dope. Like that's really cool that they're like using it for that.
Changing people's
giving
lives.
Them a voice.
Yeah.
But I'm also terrified that they understand the human brain to that capacity that they can just put something on it and literally know exactly what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, that's literally a mind reading thing.
It's a mind reader.
And it's pretty small for for being fairly new. Like that's a small, and so like imagine how when it gets better as it's just going to be easier and easier to implant. Wow.
That's
pretty tremendous though, like that like that type of work.
Is that not like the Neuralink thing?
Yeah.
Elon Musk is coming out with?
Basically, yeah.
Just like Nike and Adidas, like two different brands, like which one are you going to go with?
Yeah, exactly. Like what implant you get?
Would you
like
get an implant in your brain?
Would I?
Yeah.
You know, if I was blind and it said, yeah, it'll cure blindness, yeah, for sure.
True that.
Not now, though? Like, if you could have, like, promise of, like, to know, like, so much more. If they were able to download.
In your head.
Yeah. Would you do that?
That's scary.
Yeah.
Doctor, come in.
But, I mean, what if they're tricking you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's like someone has to have control of it, just like how they can control cars
electronically. It would just
shut
be
it
a
off.
computer.
It's like, yeah, all it takes is somebody to pass powers or something like that, or a company to buy it in that company and start slowly.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have to be, it would just be
like the
small stuff while you're sleeping, dude.
It reminds me of like remember Mission Impossible when they put that capsule thing in them and it's a bomb?
Yeah.
And anytime they just like set it off and I was like,
yeah, Suicide Squad, basically.
Yeah.
Terrible.
But speaking of brain chips, I have this crazy story about a Japanese game show called, it translates to Do Not Proceed, Crazy Youth.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of this?
Nope.
It's insane. It's so crazy.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay, I think this was like really popular in like the late 80s, early 90s. Black Mirror type stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how they got away with the majority of this.
When was this?
When was this?
Yeah, when it happened.
Like late 80s, 90s.
Okay, got it.
Like what I said.
Sorry, I completely missed it. I'm trying to imagine all. You have so much information. I forget small details.
Okay, so an example of like a couple of the segments that they would run.
Okay.
They had 2 contestants that had to hitchhike from South Africa to Norway, and they couldn't. They just had to hitchhike. And
that's beast.
Right? And one of the dudes got like lost in the Sahara and like couldn't find his way out and like almost died. And so that's the theme of this show is just like, it's insane. And then another one, they put 2 contestants on a desert island and they had to build a raft and make it back to Tokyo. And it took them 4 months.
Oh my goodness.
And they almost starved to death.
So there's no like parameters like, hey, and you're going to have this and we're going to have teams checking in. Like, it's like, no, just, we're going to fly you somewhere and you have to get back.
This is the worst one though. And this is the Black Mirror type stuff.
Okay.
This guy, I don't know how to say his name in Japanese, but his nickname was Nasubi.
Mm-hmm.
And he volunteered to be part of this game show. Didn't know what he was going to do, what it was going to take to win or whatever.
What a cool opportunity to be on a TV show.
Yep. He was kidnapped, blindfolded, and then taken to an empty apartment and told to strip naked immediately. What? They took his clothes. The apartment was completely empty, except it had a functioning toilet and this giant rack of magazines. And for him to win, he had to play all the sweepstakes in the magazines to collect $1 million worth of prizes. And for his food, he would have to win sweepstakes to win food. So they would deliver food to this apartment. And
I have seen this.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay. This is where it gets crazy.
How are we reading if we're blindfolded here?
He's blind. He's kidnapped. They took him.
I was confused in my head.
No, that was a valid question.
That'd be hard.
They blindfolded him, took him there, took off the blindfold.
Yeah, you remember the strip naked part? That was including the blindfold. Okay.
But it took just over a year. No contact with the outside world.
Over a year for this game show?
Yes.
Do they live stream it or like
this
what is
what's
happening?
messed up?
Yep.
So they gave him a camera and they're like, film yourself and this will be the show. So he was filming himself, but they had cameras set up to where it was a 24/7 live stream. And so there was millions of people watching him go crazy. And he's butt naked too. And so like no privacy.
Oh my goodness.
And he got to a point to where he almost starved. And so they had to bring him some bread and water. And then he won a giant bag of rice, ate the rice, was about to starve again. And then one of the sweepstakes, he won a bag of dog food, ate the dog food, finally got to the $1 million, right? The producers are like, this show is such a hit. So they're like, you won. Blindfolded again. Took him to another empty apartment.
Did he choose to do this?
He could. Okay, so the thing is,
he could have backed out.
They said the door's unlocked. You can leave at any time. But he was like determined to win.
Yeah.
But then like
you go
lost
crazy.
himself.
Yeah, you go crazy.
And then they put him in another apartment at a different location. Same thing. Had to win sweepstakes to get a ticket to fly back to Japan. And then he did it. He was so good at the game now.
Yeah.
He did it in like a couple weeks. And the producer's like, oh, no, this is too early. So he said, no, it actually has to be a first class ticket. And he did it in a couple weeks. At this point, dude, he's like skinny. His hair's wild. His eyes are just like insane. Take him again, blindfold him, put him in this apartment.
What is happening?
Listen to this. He was so like used to this life that he like they undid the blindfold. He immediately got naked and like sat down on the floor. And then the walls dropped. And he was on set of the game show. And everyone's like, you won!
And he's
freaking out. He's like...
He's naked.
He's naked and he's freaking out. And he's like, ah. And then...
I'd be tuning into that, boy. I'm telling you that.
But he had no idea millions of people were watching him.
Dude, all the time.
Yeah, constantly.
All the time. Oh,
and then he talked about... They did an interview with him like years and years later. And he says, basically, the amount of psychological damage that is done to me is irreversible.
That's so
He says
crazy.
to wear clothes, it's constantly itchy for him. Jeez. And like he has a hard time talking to people because he was so secluded.
Yeah,
I can't imagine.
That's like prison. Like, people get that so used to prison,
like isolation.
they would rather just like go back into prison because they Like that's he just got used to. Oh my goodness, that's so scary.
But he won. So
what are you complaining for, bud?
Come on.
Yeah,
you won a game show. That's crazy for a full year.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Dude.
so it was a year and a half total.
Imagine if
for
you
the
found,
3 stints, it was a year and a half.
Do what?
Like for the 3 stints, like the 3 different apartments, it was a year and a half.
Yeah, total was a year and a half.
That's crazy. You'd think you'd rebound from that.
Yeah.
You'd just be like, all right, that
Yeah.
I think this
we'll get over that.
Remember college?
But isn't that crazy? Like the psychological nature of like they're like the door's open.
Yeah.
But they said if you left, no one's gonna help you. So you're gonna have to go find help butt naked.
Oh yeah.
And so he's like, well, I'm just gonna
Man. Yeah, how hard can it be? Do the sweepstakes and then you just get lost in it.
Yeah.
Man, can we do that? Can we experiment
So
that?
should we do it in here?
Let's do it. Let's live stream the podcast, guys.
But yeah, Nightmare
Golly,
Fuel.
that-
Doesn't that sound like Black Mirror though?
That last one for sure does.
Well,
Like, especially because it's
I'll
just
show you the video. It's so sad where the door, because he's just like gets naked and he sits at the table and then it's like the door's up and he's like freaking out.
yeah, as you
and
would.
there's hundreds of people clapping. There's like confetti and it's like,
It's like the golden buzzer.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, I don't like that part, but like the first 2, like the hiking part, I'd tune in.
Yeah.
That's entertaining.
But also the most genius thing to do as a creator of a show, all you have to pay for is GoPros and some batteries and say,
That's
we're
all it
dropping
is.
you off here.
Make
Get
it to
there,
there.
record everything, and give us the memory card when you're done. like that's
Yeah.
how easy would that be?
Dude, I think I just found my guy. I've been talking about using the chain of lakes to get from here to the Atlantic in my canoe, and Andy's and you have said you won't do it. So
I've said I've do it. Of course, I've been the one talking about it.
you'll do it.
I've
the
mentioned
pod.
it. I've talked about it multiple
Why
times.
haven't
with
we
you.
done it?
I would
From where-
definitely
Because
do
it's
it.
a 3-day journey. Like
From
it takes
where to where?
A big
From
deal.
here to the Atlantic.
like the lake that's like right here,
Like
by
the-
Sunday Cool.
Like into Varies all the way to the Atlantic.
like y'all are just going to hit Daytona
It's
at the end of it.
It's a 3-day tour.
I think
thing.
it's like up
Yeah.
by Jacksonville,
Yeah.
where it lets out.
But people do this. Like this is,
No.
you're not trailblazing.
People have done it before. Yeah,
I'm
they
sure.
have- they've
I'm sure
got
people
maps and
have. It's
stuff,
not
yeah.
like not an event that I know of. Maybe it exists, but
That's how I heard about it. People have done it. I'm like, that would be so much fun. Figure out camping spots on the way there,
Yeah.
and you just.
did you see?
It'd
There's
be
one in
tough,
Texas
though.
that people do. Yeti just released a video about it. The dude who does like fly fishing for redfish, he does a bunch of stuff with Yeti, but he took an Olympic paddler and they went, it's like middle of Texas and it goes all the way out to the Gulf, but you do it straight. It's like a 40, 50 hour paddle. And literally like they start hallucinating, they start fighting each other, but it's like you guys got to watch that video. It's a real
Jeez.
thing.
Give me
So
some magazines. Take my clothes away. I could do it in 10 hours. I guarantee it.
I think we just don't sleep.
Bada boom, bada bing.
That's how we make it fun. Live stream, no
Beautiful.
sleeping, go
Beautiful.
straight.
I would have to say maybe in the wintertime.
Come on,
I
Corey.
mean,
Where's your sense of
you
spirit?
don't. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't want to get in on those like snakes and stuff like that. Like you
True
want
that.
to. I'm thinking of like a nice, easy, relaxing paddle. Let's go, just enjoy nature, not these mosquitoes are trying to love on me a little bit. You know.
Oh, but speaking of paddling to the Atlantic,
Okay.
did you see what happened to the leader of the Wagner group or the
Wagner? No, he got killed, right? He got shot down?
Well, they're saying it was an accident. Did you know who?
No,
this guy
yeah, I
is?
saw it. I didn't know the
Okay,
context.
so explain to me who Wagner is.
So he was the leader of the mercenary group from Russia.
Okay.
That they for that like 2 days were going against Russia. But then it got super weird because Vladimir Putin's like, "You're fine. It's okay.
Yeah.
We're good." That's just like, that's weird that he would just excuse him like that. But then when he was taken off from Moscow, him and some other generals, his private plane was sure as heck shot down.
Shot down by.
Well, you don't see it get shot
Yeah.
down, but it's going up.
I
and
saw
all
the
of a
video
sudden
of it just
explodes
yeah.
and just boom.
Scary stuff watching it.
And it's just like, yeah, well, he wasn't forgiven.
No.
So,
So what's the move after that?
carry on?
It just seems like there's a ton of war crimes happening, and it just feels like it's boiling.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like something's gonna pop off. I don't know.
Yeah.
'Cause
Why don't
there's-
we all just like give each other a hug?
Yeah.
You know?
Or
I'm
just
telling
like, just like you stay across the planet, and then like we're just gonna do us on this side.
Yeah.
But like it's cool, but like just
Yeah.
you know.
You guys do your thing. But why don't we do like remember the Hands Across America?
Yeah, why don't we
Let's do a Hands Across the World.
guys, come on.
Link up with Gigi.
Come on, Vladdy.
And Vladdy. I want
Dude,
to hold Vladdy and Gigi's hands. And Kim Jong-un.
And who other people?
Who other?
Who other people? You just named three people that are not really looking great in like the light of like.
No, but we need to bond. We need
but
to
name some other people that might like also be in that line too.
You guys remember that
Oprah
game?
Winfrey.
Thank you.
You guys remember that like camp game where you throw a ball of yarn and you have to say something nice about the person at the end? There's like a web. Where's my church the only like weird youth group that
We
did
didn't
that?
throw a ball of yarn.
It's like a thing.
I know
where
what
you
you're talking about.
We just need to get all the world leaders
Just in a
Ball
circle.
of yarn, ball of
Everywhere.
yarn.
Like sitting crisscross.
That happened to me after me and my brother used to work together at a summer camp, and one day we got into a fight, and we just started punching each other. And so we just got into a big fight, and we got in trouble, and our boss sat us down and everything like that. And my boss doesn't really have to deal with these types of situations very often, so he was like, all right, Andy, Caleb, I want you guys to say one nice thing about each other. And it's like we just got done punching each other in the face, and we're still angry. And my brother's like, "You got a pretty cool beard." I was like, "Okay, we're resolved." I guess.
When we were,
That's a pretty good comment. What'd you say back to him?
Oh, I don't even know. I probably made some like older brother joke that didn't take it seriously. Yeah, who knows?
my parents would make us hug when I fought with my
Yeah,
siblings.
dude, that
and
was the
then
worst.
You're just standing there
Just
like I want to let go so bad.
Have you seen people do the shirt? You get in the same shirt.
That's
the get together
genius.
shirt.
It's so funny. Have you seen that?
Where
Where like siblings fight and they put them in the same shirt.
Yeah, like a big shirt, and they just have to sit next to each other. How did your parents discipline you growing up, Corey? Were you a troublemaker?
Yeah, definitely. I wanted it my way, and my sister also wanted it her way, and you can't have that. There's discipline.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hugging. There's a whole lot of sitting back to back, holding hands on the couch.
Were you spanked as a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we all were.
Yeah, I think we all were.
What was the weapon of choice?
The belt.
Same.
The leather belt, yeah.
My dad would do the belt, and my mom would do the wooden spoon.
Yeah.
Plastic
Classic.
shoe.
Classic.
Yeah.
But, looking back on it now, I'm glad.
Yeah.
Because the leather belt hurts, so, I feel like I'm a better person for it.
There was one time where I was sent to my room to get a spanking, and I was waiting for my dad, and I put on probably 20 pairs of underwear. And so I was just like, and my dad walked in and thought it was so funny. And was like, you don't need a spanking. That's funny.
And now you're a comic.
Hey, it all worked out. But yeah.
Getting spanked was the worst, especially if you were in a goofy mood and you got hit and then you laughed, you and your siblings were laughing. You try not to. They would just get you more spanked.
Yeah.
That's a weak sauce spanking if you could laugh through it.
No, you just get used to it. You just, okay.
Okay, this is the last thing I have.
Yeah.
Because this is weird. And I want to watch this full podcast, but Post Malone was recently on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the clip where he was talking about the mineral called Zenon?
No.
Okay. So Zenon is a mineral that really comes to fruition when an atomic bomb goes off.
Okay.
And the entire surface of Mars, the soil is enriched with xenon.
And it can only happen when nuclear bombs go off. It's only
From
been found.
From what I
Wow.
Yeah.
As we currently understand it here.
So is it valuable in a way? Is it?
I don't think so.
I think it's just the byproduct of those kind of reactions.
Interesting.
That gets me kind of excited, though.
That Mars was it was once inhabited.
Because we're saying we want to go back to Mars.
Yeah.
What if we came here from
Mars?
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, I never thought about that.
It was a nuclear war that happened on Mars.
And so this was the new Earth. These are people.
And the pyramids
people
were
we're not going to Earth.
Space stations.
That's the teleportation beam.
Hey.
Yeah. Clip it.
Soundbite.
Got that? But I just thought that was crazy. And they've
weird
now
to think
found recent pictures from whatever rover satellite is taking pictures of Mars. It looks like a dried creek bed. You know what I'm talking about? Where the
cracks
mud
and stuff,
and there's pictures that look exactly like that, and dried out riverbeds and stuff.
Dude, that's wild. That's exciting.
Wild stuff.
Interesting, to find out I did watch a little bit of those clips from Post Malone. It was pretty funny.
Dude, Posty.
He's blowing up.
He's
dude.
a cool dude.
What can he not do?
Every genre of music.
Yeah.
He's doing folk music with Noah Khan right now. Like he's killing it. Dude,
he just seems
fun.
like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Should we get him on the podcast?
We should have him on the pod.
I'll be honest. I'm pretty sure if you got in touch with the right people, he would actually probably be pretty excited to do something like this.
If there's anyone watching and you have any connection to Post Malone,
obviously we're the like Joe Rogan, us. That's the next obvious.
Yeah.
So,
but that's all I got.
I was trying to look up a photo because NASA came out with a photo recently that looks a lot like, what is the eye of what from Lord of the Rings?
Sauron?
Yeah, dude. How do you spell that?
Yeah, it's Sauron.
He's watching me.
I'll pull it up. I'll find it whenever.
In the interim, did you hear that India just went to the moon?
Yeah, we just talked about that.
You're a great guest. Because when Lily had to leave, we were literally just talking about how India went to the moon.
Okay, perfect. So that you weren't being sarcastic.
No, perfect.
Well, I saw something on it that it took less money for India's research team to get to the moon than it did to make the movie Interstellar.
What?
It cost like $30 million less for them to get to the moon than it was for us to make that movie.
That's pretty. It's probably they didn't spend the money on that animation of the rover coming down.
Oh yeah.
That's where they saved the $30 million.
Where can we cut costs?
Did you see the video of it was like a graphic of the rover thing landing on the moon from India?
No.
It looked like it was from 1970.
It wasn't real footage, obviously, but it was so weird.
But that's actually super funny.
Yeah. How do you claim because we're all just taking it that India went to the moon. And I'm sure they did. Obviously they did. Why am I even casting doubt with it? But I'm just saying it's just weird that they just said it and then we're like, yep. But I know there's got to be some communication with their space people and our space people. But it's can any country just, because there's no proof that we saw, because the little game thing
show me a picture.
Yeah, that's all I want.
A video of you landing.
I don't want to doubt India, but
we forgot to put cameras on this thing that we just sent to the moon. Ooh.
No press release, no countdown,
one picture.
I feel like if we're going to the moon, everyone's going to know about it for at least 2 months.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
I got on Instagram, it said India went to the moon. What is that? Yeah. Can I prepare a little bit for that?
What is that?
What is that? That's not enough. Funny. Not enough.
What if it's fake?
It could be.
That's the thing.
I don't want to stir something up because I know you guys have talked about it on here, but people say we haven't gone to the moon.
Yeah,
we've said it. I've said it.
Yeah,
I've said it. I literally, it's a weekly thing where I go back and forth on it.
They say,
it's tough.
Tyler.
We have a lot of really great footage from that time, but India could only afford the little tiny game.
That's so true.
It's come on, what are we doing here? It just doesn't make sense.
But it was the bottom or back side of the moon.
South Pole, yeah.
Yeah, no one's done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's no way to check on it either.
That's big time though for them.
Yeah,
they I feel like they needed a win.
India needed this, guys.
Yeah, a country win, they feel good.
Yeah,
yeah.
To be the first, it's awesome. It's so cool. They looked all so happy. They were thrilled,
and they beat Russia to it.
Yep,
because Russia was trying to do the same thing, and they crashed. Oh, bummer.
They went there first, but they just crashed. They got to the moon first.
No, they wanted to be the first country to land on the South Pole.
Yeah, I was just saying they touched the moon first before India did this time, but just not as expected.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, they hit first because I remember like hearing the story like a week ago.
No, but like,
Russia crashing.
Yeah.
They crashed before India landed.
I see. I see what you're saying.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see.
Hey, Corey, question.
Yes, sir.
Why haven't you watched our Halloween episode?
Yep.
Yeah. Is that the one where you tell the scary story?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's some people's favorites. It's one of our favorites.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you what, I get spooked. Like,
Corey says Corey has a 40-hour drive every single day to and from work, right? And I was like, that's the perfect time to listen to the podcast. And you haven't done it yet.
I'll be honest. So, you know when you watch YouTube videos, you get those ads of like the horror movies.
Yeah.
And it's nighttime and I'm watching
Dude,
one.
same.
Dude, I'm muting. I'm putting the screen down. I'm covering my eyes from the TV. Like, it ain't happening.
That's so funny to me.
It's that stuff is real too.
Well,
I mean, we could go down a rabbit hole of what is real on this earth.
That's real. That lives with us on Earth.
And I'm not going to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
But
I literally fell asleep to a movie called Barbarian last night. It's one of the best horror movies of all time last year.
is that from the 70s or 80s?
No, it's
like an old
it's in
one.
the style of the 80s. Like, it has a very cool looking style, but no, it's last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very good.
Andy is the opposite of us.
Yeah.
Andy thrives.
I lean in when I see those trailers.
on scary stuff.
Really?
It gives him energy.
Yeah.
And it makes me pray.
Good.
Keep it up. Out of fear.
I think you should watch horror films then for the
Speaking
sake of your prayer life.
Speaking of scary stuff, last night, Ada crawled out of her baby bed thing.
Jail.
Yeah. And came into our room. And so I just went and slept on the couch so she could sleep with Lily. And it happened 2 or 3 times last night where I saw Ada in the room with me. And I'm like, hey, go to bed. And I'm like, then she wasn't there.
What? Like you're like hallucinating?
I was like hallucinating all night, dude.
No. You might not have been.
And then
hey, we better settle down in here.
No, but then I was like barely asleep and like I had like the shirt over my face and it was like just that crack. And I just see her run to her room. I'm like, oh, Lily didn't hear her get up. I got up and I looked everywhere for her in the house. I'm like, what in the world, man? I went and I like opened the door. She's asleep in the bed with Lily. Bro, I prayed for the rest of the night. I was so afraid. I'm like,
that happened last night.
Yeah.
And it's just like a coincidence your other daughter burned her hand.
No, she burned her hand today. Ada did. And she was
she grabbed a cross.
we better look into that.
Yeah. So guys, be praying in the comments. Be praying over our house because we did hear an owl the other day too.
Oh, really?
Connections.
Oh, that's neat. That's neat. I do like owls. That's like a top 5 animal.
Can I tell you the last time I got scared at my house?
He hasn't seen the podcast because owls are literally my least favorite animal in the whole world.
Really?
They freak me out,
That's
man.
why I have an owl mask on my desk.
And he has a bunch of sightings at his house and like really weird situations that's been happening.
Yeah.
It's good. It's all good signs. Owls are nothing but good. Symbolism, I think. Yeah.
So if you have a taxidermied owl and you want to send it to Ninjas or Butterflies,
that actually would be really dope to have a taxidermy owl on here.
I just put a paper bag over its head.
What's your favorite animal then?
What's opposite of an owl?
A otter.
Water buffalo.
Oh.
Dude, otters are mean, bro.
They're so cute, but they're ferocious.
No, all otters.
Yeah, all otters. They're mean, dude.
The ones that lay
see
on
them
their
rip
back
open
with
fish?
the rocks.
Dude, no, there was a story I just saw.
Yeah,
with
the recent
these
one.
3 women in Montana were floating down a river, and there's this little group of otters, and they were like kind of floating in the middle of the river, and the ladies didn't see it, but they bumped their like inner tubes into it, ferociously attacked these 3 women to where one of them had to be airlifted, like ripping their faces off.
Oh yeah, those are wild animals right there.
Yeah.
Ferocious, man. They're mean.
Yeah.
They're so cute though.
Yeah,
like
don't go near
they,
an otter.
They hold hands with like their partner as they're
When
swimming,
they
so they
run?
don't drift away. They run.
Yeah, just
They
like that too.
Yeah.
Just like that.
It's like the worm. They like run like a worm.
They're so cute, but they will attack you, dude.
Yeah, they'll rip your face off.
Oh, that's
Face
fight or
peelers,
flight,
bro.
That's fight or flight.
bro, there's a photo of one I'm looking at where it's literally eating a gator.
The otter's
telling
eating
you.
a gator.
That's utterly
that
ridiculous.
thing.
Otters are scary.
Utterly
Dude,
ridiculous.
Look at
There
the
has to be like a couple different types of otters. That thing was.
That's what I'm saying.
huge.
The Florida otter.
Oh yeah, no, that's not what we're seeing.
Yeah, because they have meth in the waters there. Like that's remember the whole meth gator situation. Like these otters have just like started mutating.
Yeah, that's not what we're seeing in the Tampa Aquarium. I could tell you that.
I changed my mind on paddling the chain of lakes.
Because that's where the Florida otters,
dude,
have their
the road by my
house.
house, the road that goes between the car dealerships by my house.
Yeah.
Literally, there was the size of a dog, an otter, dead on the side of the road.
Really?
Should have smoked that, dude.
Smoke that otter, dude.
Yeah, come over, Dad. I'm having otter for dinner.
Otter ribs.
Otter kebabs.
I was a little taken back yesterday.
Okay.
Honestly, I was on my way to work early, 8 o'clock, morning conversation with my dad.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, bear, huge, big boar bear. It had to be a male.
Recently?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Oh my goodness.
Headed 44 west on my commute, 2-lane road. All of a sudden, bear just trots across.
Did you hit it?
No.
Oh.
No, it would have hit me if it wanted to.
Why do I feel like Corey could be the perfect cop?
Dude, you would be a good cop.
We got a bear going west on I-4.
We got a big bear going north on I-4. That was like we had this. Me and Austin had a buddy's name was Tevin. He was from the Bahamas, and he came to Austin's house one night. This was years ago. I'm like, yo, Tevin, why are you late, bro? And he's like, I think I hit a bear. I'm like, what do you mean you think you hit a bear? Either you hit a bear or you didn't. He's like, I don't know, man. He's like, I hit something. And
it was like late at night, right?
It looked like a bear. And we went out there, dude. His whole front of his car was just boom. And then there was just blood
and hair.
And hair.
He just didn't want to check that.
That's what I'm saying.
He like walked into your house. He's like, nah, it's good. I trust that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, if you hit a bear, make sure it's a bear that you hit and not something else.
But for sure, call the authorities. They can be dangerous, especially when spooked. You don't want to spook it and then get out, see if it's okay. And then, wild animal.
No, I've always heard you have to like go shake the bear awake.
Hey, are you okay?
Isn't that where the phrase "poke the bear" comes from? You always have to poke a bear if you see it.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. It's the safest way to approach a bear.
Yeah, let's poke it.
All right.
Hey, good pod, guys.
Hey, thanks for being here,
Corey. A little unexpected.
No, yeah, this was awesome.
When we get Post Malone on, we'll have you on too.
Yeah, I would like that.
All right. Deal.
Hey, just 10-minute warning, guys. 10-minute warning. I'm in here, and it was fantastic.
Nice.
It was a 10-minute warning, and we appreciate you filling in.
Yeah.
Our blessings go to Lily and her family, and thoughts and prayers as well. But yeah, ninjasofbutterflies.com. Go there, get some merch. Check out our notes.
All right, guys. Love you.
Yeah. Did I say ninja? I meant butterfly. The butterfly is no doubt one of God's most beautiful.
As I empty your mind.
You learn martial arts. Ninjas are dead!
Ad?
Yeah.
Ninjasofbutterflies.com?
Yeah, I was doing like an outro. We didn't even say like, share, comment.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That you cut me off.
That could be this part right now.
I know.
Yeah. So, guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah. Go to Ninjas of Butterflies. Check out our merch and things.
I'm thrown off because we
I was like, did I say something wrong?
We stopped the podcast, though, when Lily had to run home to Ada and then didn't start again for like 3 hours.
Ate lunch.
My brain's thrown off.
This wasn't from the start.
No. We were picking up where Lily's left.
Yeah, we're glitching.
Oh, that fires me up. I was like,
no, you're
not. Like quarterbacks down, grab the helmet and strap on. Like, let's go.
That's what you did, man.
Yeah, you filled in.
That's big time for my confidence.
Yeah.
Real quick, look at this. That giant river otter, this is what they look like as babies. Is that not like terrifying?
That looks like it was created by demons.
Why is the face so
Yo, boy. With that looks like a Voldemort type thing.
That look like a Voldemort. Hold on. Hey, Voldemort.